told you you so extra, but I know I'm the same.
What's up, y'all? What is up? It is your girl, y'all. I had some technical difficulties. I can't even say the word. But yeah, it was up here just doing the most, y'all. So, but I'm here though. I'm here, and y'all already know what we're about to do. We're about to talk about the family business, but we're about to do something different. This is like my very first time ever doing. This is going to be like a book club conversation type of thing. So we're going to be talking about the family business. We're going to be talking about the book, and this is going to be book 7, New Orleans. It's going to be conversational style. I decided to change it up and make it into like a 7-part series so that it'll be a little bit more digestible for everybody, instead of versus trying to talk about it all as a whole. And then we can talk about it a little bit longer as well. And the hope is that if everybody enjoys it, if everybody likes it, that we'll continue to do more Carl Weber books, because this one is just going to be over Carl Weber stuff. Y'all know how I am. But anyway, y'all, I got a couple of people that I'm going to bring up with me. Y'all actually met both of them before. I brought them up on the channel when we did our lives. Kim, hey Kim, I see you in the chat. I sent you a message. Did you get the message? Did you get the link? Let me know if you still want to come up. And I'll send you the link if I didn't. I thought I did, but maybe I didn't. But anyway, y'all, I'm going to bring up my girl, Light It Up with Letitia. Bring her up first. Hey, boo.
Hey, how are you?
I am good. I am good. You know, making it. You saw all these mess. I was just having so much problems. And then good. I am also going to bring up my girl, Lexi. Hey, Lex.
Hey, y'all. I had to get on. I couldn't even come on camera because Miss Letitia, she came on with that red, and I'm deja jealous right now. I need to know what that color is. She came on looking fabulous. Miss EJ was like, oh, I got my hair laid, so y'all, I got to go get my hair done tomorrow just so I can match the day swag.
Listen, girl, this is like 2 week old hair right here. So it's looking a hot mess. Look at this. But I was like, I always have my hat on. So I was like, you know what? I don't want people to think I don't ever do my hair. So let me do something different.
It's all good, Lexi. And this is the ode to Big Shirley. This is a rich auntie, so the ode to Big Shirley.
Okay, rich auntie.
It's given real red, and I love every second of it. It's got the blue undertone and got that orange pink mess. I see it.
Yeah,
nice. Try to, Letitia, when you come back on, try to turn your mic up a little bit, your volume. You kind of sound low to me. Just make sure it's not me. I might put in my earphones. Give me a second. Dang. Okay, can y'all hear me now? Okay. My mic is acting up. Y'all, let me tell y'all, it's doing the most, but y'all know how it goes. What's up, everybody in the chat? Appreciate you guys coming out. DeMarcus, SAS, Kim, Latoya. Thank you guys for coming through, and everybody who hasn't said anything in the chat yet. But y'all, so first and foremost, I need to get the vibe check on what we thought about the book just in general, like the storyline, all the shebang. Tisha, you know, girl, you know I'm gonna shorten your name, so I'm sorry.
No, it's all good. It's all good. Is that better? Does it sound better now?
Yeah, you sound better. You
okay,
cool. I can hear you now.
It was really good. I'm telling you, it was like a series in the book. I felt like I was reading an entire series. So it's a lot of characters. But I still, out of 10, we doing? I give it a 9 for sure.
Okay.
I give it a
9. Mm-hmm. That's what's up. Lexi, what you got?
For all of y'all who might be on a hiatus of love and loving, you may not want to start this book. And I say that because from page 1 in the forward, y'all, we weren't even in chapter 1, and somebody was getting smashed. And I was jealous. I said, wait a second, baby Jesus, wait, you putting it down like that? Wait a second. And then It was like 2 chapters later, somebody else. I mean, she did it with the spiritual stuff. We're gonna get into that for y'all. But what I'm saying is this is a very adult book. It's gonna make you feel adult. It's gonna pique your interest from the forward. I cannot wait. I gave it a 9.7. I was
Oh my
getting
God.
with the repetitive chapter titles. That's the only thing that I was like, ooh, we could have did a little bit more, where it would say chapter 6 Floyd, chapter 7 this. So we could have did a little better, but other than that, it was good.
No, you did not pick the most trivial thing. I am so mad at you right now. You hear this, Tisha? She gonna go pick the most trivial thing. Chapter 6 Floyd. They gotta let you know who's talking, so you know who it is.
I
What's up?
agree.
No weapon formed against us. I said us. Well, it's us now too. All of us. No one performed against me. I can change people's names, but no, seriously, I did really enjoy the book, and I definitely rated up pretty high myself as well. I feel like for me, the first part of the book, like just getting into it, I was like, oh, okay, this is cool. That's where I was at first. But by the time we got to the where we get characters that we're familiar with, I got more engaged in it. I don't know what it was, but it was the idea of having to get used to people that I wasn't familiar with after reading so many family business books. And then now you just threw in all of these new characters, right? And you're just like, what in the ham sandwich is going on? And then when you get your familiar ones, you're like, oh, okay. And I felt more at ease and like more at home. It was almost like I didn't know the family business. You know what I mean? Like it was kind of weird for me, just that first part of it. But then after that, getting to know everybody, I was like, oh, okay. So tonight, y'all, the game plan is that we're going to look at some of the characters. We're going to take a look at some of the characters. We're going to talk about some of the characters, but we're going to come back and do chapters 1 through 10. So mainly this is going to be more like an introduction to the book, and I want to kind of compare, like put faces to the characters, because I always feel that makes it better, being that this is a television show and a book. When you can kind of put the faces together, it just makes for, I don't know, it makes it better to me. So I also want to do that for those who may choose not to read the book and, maybe just look at the television show. That way you can have kind of an idea of who's who, and we're going to talk about kind of what they have going on without going into a whole lot. And then, like I said, we'll come back and we'll do chapters 1 through 10, and then we'll continue that on until we finish the rest of the series. So if you want to join the live for the book club, just send me a message and let me know, and you can definitely come and join. Shout out to my girl Tika. She is not feeling well today. Hope you feel better, boo. Let's see. So let's start out with the premises of it. So I did not mean to make that animated, y'all. I am so sorry. This thing just went in animated. But when I tell y'all that I have been having an interesting day today, this animated is not going to work for me. Give me a second, y'all. Let me just unanimate this real quick. Boy, I'm going to do better.
Time, Miss EJ. Shout out to DeMarcus. He making it rain on you. I just want to say that was the power of Ernestine. That is in memory of Ernestine. She making it rain with her juices. We'll get into that.
Thank you, DeMarcus. Stop making it rain. Hold on, let me turn these effects off. Hold on. Effects. That's what it is. Okay, that's it. Let's turn all of that off. Because, Lord have mercy. But yeah, thank you, DeMarcus. I appreciate it, bro. I am trying to turn all of this off. But anyway, while I'm trying to do all of this, I'm going to try to multitask. But while I'm trying to do all of this, talk about I'm going to ask you first. So far, who's your favorite character in the book? Lexi and then Tisha.
It's good. It's a side character. I like Miss Ernestine. I like from the jump. I was just like, I feel her energy. I feel where she's coming from. I'm on my own personal journey right now, learning my ancestry because I don't subscribe to everybody came off that boat. Y'all know what I'm talking about. And I just get her. She might be Geechee. Shout out to everybody who from North and South Carolina, them islands. We don't know. They saying that she's Creole, but she got it from somewhere. She got it from one of them islands. But that being said, I like her. I like her vibe from the very beginning. Another person that I was intrigued with when they was first introduced was Kendall, and I'm gonna say they. I'm gonna be very respectful and say they, because Kendall was G with it. You guys have not read the book and you're just in here, Miss EJ has the surprise for you because I sent it to Miss EJ earlier today where you can actually start reading the book tonight. For free, 90 free. She's gonna get into that because I was so excited about it. But guys, though I like the side characters. I have a question for you when you get through with Miss Letitia, Miss EJ, because I already got a monkey wrench I'm gonna throw out for the show. I'm gonna just throw it out there.
Uh-oh. Not the monkey wrench. Okay, Tisha, which was your favorite character?
Okay, so I think the jury is still out when it comes to my favorite characters, but I am liking the side characters as well. But also, what I can say is that I'm not so much caring for the Duncans right now. I'm not feeling them like that. Like, they're doing a little bit too much. But I do
When
like
you say the Duncans, I don't mean to interrupt you, but when you say the Duncans, you're talking about this set of Duncans, right?
this set of Duncans that are here,
Okay.
with the exception of Larry. I mean, I'm not feeling the other Duncans right now. But I do like Pierre, and I do like Saint, although you know what, you know who I really love. I love a ride or die. I always do. Floyd, Uncle Floyd. He's a
Okay, Floyd.
mm-hmm.
Okay.
He's gonna come
And you
out
know what?
Floyd.
I like the character Floyd too. I think he's gonna be a favorite. I think Floyd is just about that business,
Yes.
like he's just ready to do whatever needs to be done. Shout out to Tamarcus. I appreciate you, bro. I didn't read the book, but love the family business. Hey, you gotta go check out the book 7 is all about New Orleans, and you do not have to, or is it New Orleans? You do not have to actually read any of the other books in order to enjoy this book. With you looking at the television show, the other characters that are going to come in. Curtis, Lauren, Larry, and you know what I'm saying? Like, all of these characters already. So you don't have to read the book to have a background on it. So I would definitely say give it a try. Just give it a try.
Yeah, and I just noticed what I said.
I know, Ken, that's exactly what I said. I said no new friends with them characters. But yeah, right now I feel like, honestly, I was not feeling Big Shirley that much. She's not going to be my favorite character. I can tell you that right now. And it could be something to do with my whole Team Chippy situation. I do not like the contradiction because we have read the books, because this is very much about the books, y'all. So I don't have to keep prefacing that whole no book spoiler. This is about the book. But what I didn't like is that we've seen her in the grand opening, right? We know exactly who she is. Why does it feel like there's this air to her now that she's kind of evolved and changed, and she's kind of let that other life go? But why do we have to keep blaming Elsie and Chippy for every last single thing that happens, when these are grown people who made grown-up choices, but yet we always want to blame them? I just thought that was such a disservice for that to be the reason, and I wanted it to be something else. I really did. And I know we'll get into that as we get into the chapters, but that was my biggest gripe with Big Shirley. And that's why I couldn't really like her. As far as Marquise is concerned, he just, that was it for me. But and to be fair, and I know this is going to be kind of crazy, but I was kind of digging Saint. I don't know what it was about him. I don't know if it's the fact that I know David Banner is going to be playing his character. Not Saint. Joan. I was digging Joan, not Saint. I was digging Joan LeBlanc. I don't know if it's because David Banner is going to be playing his character, or if I really, really liked him.
Right.
I don't know.
I feel the exact same way. Because we were able to see that first episode at the Detroit book signing. I love David Banner. So I know that I am going to love the character simply because it is him. But in the book, I'm like, okay, he cool. But I like Saint for pretty much the exact same reason. And I didn't mean to say Pierre. I meant to say Saint's brother, which I forgot his name. What's his name?
Oh, Prince.
Prince. That's what I meant to say. I'm like
Prince. Yeah, I think Prince is going to be an interesting character, and I think he's going to be one of those characters where we have this whole thing where we bring in the Lauren character, right? And then we got this is going to be a lot. I cannot wait till we get all the way deep into this because it really is a lot. And what I love about this already, and what I love about the fact that we're going to be able to bring both worlds together in the sense of we're going to do this. We're following the same formula. You know what I'm saying? We're following the same formula as the regular family business where we're going to have 50, 11 storylines going on. I know some people don't like that, but I love it. I love having all of these characters and everybody has something going on. We got that right in the book. We have that. So I know that that's probably going to translate to the television show as well. I'm so happy for everybody that got a chance to see the show. Everybody who saw it said that it was dope. So what was your thoughts about it?
Same. It was good, but you do start off, it feels like it started a little slow, partially because you're being introduced to these characters. You're trying to figure out who they are and what's going on all at the same time. And it's a lot going on. I mean, a lot. So just in that one episode, it was just so wow. But it was very interesting. Definitely had us locked in, and I cannot wait. He said it's supposed to drop between Thanksgiving and Christmas. So
Yeah.
I will be watching. So
you gotta be ready. Okay, that's
ready.
what's up.
You know, and I love how, I know he tries to go as close to the book as he can, but there's always going to be creative license that's going to be in the TV version that's not in the book. So I love that.
Exactly. And that makes it better because we get some storylines that we're typically not used to, for example, the Junior storyline that wasn't in the book. This is all, and it's made for a great, interesting TV, to say the least. It got everybody out here mad at Junior, but it wasn't in the book. So I like that the fact that we are probably going to get things that are not here. But for those of you that are not reading the book, please, please, please go and read the book. And like Lexi said, you guys can actually read the book for absolutely free. I thought I had downloaded it so I could drop it up here. I'll just pull it up. But anyway, y'all, if you go to Amazon, it's on Audible. It says that you can actually get it actually says that you can get it free for 30 days. So you can actually listen to the book. And it ain't going to take you that long. Trust me. You'll probably finish it in like a day or two, depending on how fast you go. But yeah, I mean, definitely y'all just need to go out here and check out these books. I'm going to put this on my community tab page. And then that way y'all can actually see it, read it. And that way y'all can go and grab y'all this book because I really need y'all to read this. So okay, y'all, I finally got it without the animation. Here we go. So the main storyline is about, hold on. So the main storyline is John LeBlanc's little brother, Pierre. He appears to have unalived himself at the Blues Club, which is owned by Big Shirley. Now, they don't want any type of static, so they move and dispose of the body so that they don't have to go to war with John, who happens to be this hardcore, no-nonsense type of person who he just don't be playing no games. He will take you out in a minute. He is very cutthroat. He's a very shrewd businessman, and he just wouldn't have believed the story. So they decide that, hey, we just gonna move the body. So that is where the premises, that's where the main plot of the story happens. So I want to talk about, I'm gonna go ahead and bring up some of these characters, y'all, so that we can put faces to them. And we're gonna talk about each character. Let me see. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna bring the pictures up. Okay, so of course we have Brandon T. Jackson, who's going to play Marquise Duncan. This is Big Shirley's son. This is her son. Now, for all of you who have watched The Family Business and you watched season 1 and you wondered what in the world, who is Trent? Trent is Marquise's brother. We're going to go ahead and get that out the way right now. Trent is Marquise's brother, and he is Big Shirley is Trent's mom. Okay. Now, Big Shirley, who's our next main character, she is a Duncan. She was married to Elsie's brother, Levi Duncan, right? Levi Duncan is one that you do not get to see in the television show. I think they in a flashback, you probably got like a little clip of him, but he didn't say anything. You just kind of saw him and it was gone, and you wouldn't have known if you didn't know. It's one of those if you knew type of things. And then, of course, we have Pooch Hall, who is going to be playing Floyd, who is going to be Big Shirley's brother. So these are going to be three of your main characters. So let's dive a little bit deeper into them. Lexi, Marquise's storyline gets a little edgy because he out here in these streets, doing the absolute most. What were your first thoughts of Marquise?
What the streets? I mean, he was blowing old girls back out in his mama's house. He is for the streets. So he just wasn't in there. He don't rent property, y'all. He owned the block. But it sounds like from the very beginning, from the forward, it sounded to me when I was listening to it, I was like, he wants to find his own way. And that's why we kind of see the progression that we see with his character, because he's trying to do things different. He's feeling the New York Duncans, in my humble opinion. I feel like he was down for Elsie and Chippy's way of life, the way that they handle things, because in the very beginning, when they get into this trouble around Pierre, the first thing he says, let's call Uncle Elsie. Let's bring them down, and we'll get into it. Shirley felt a way. This was my monkey wrench. I'm so happy we get to start with him. What if in the TV show, you know how in the forward he blowing old girl's back out? What if old girl in the show turns out to be Ruby? She trying to get that Duncan blood at any cost.
Why do y'all want this to be Ruby so badly? What is wrong with them, Letitia? What's wrong with them? No, it's not gonna be Ruby.
It's a no for me too. No, I understand what you mean though, because he mentions like when he wants to go see Uncle Elsie, he said, yeah, because since we helped them a little while back. So we don't know where Ruby is at this point either. We don't know where they are in time, but the way they made it portray was that situation has already passed and now they need help. So I guess we don't know where Ruby is technically, but I would say no. It's a no for me.
My girl Lexi really want this to happen. This, like, you really want this to happen.
For the streets.
You really want this to happen. Oh my goodness. Okay. We don't listen, everything is open. We don't know what's gonna happen. We don't know. But I do feel like this. I feel like I think personally that Ruby didn't want to bring anything on that family either. I think she has left. I think Ruby is actually MIA. I don't think anybody knows where Ruby is. I think she's left. Orlando don't know where she at. I think that she gone. And I think it's more of a thing where she feels like she's trying to save them. So that's what I really think has happened with Ruby. And yeah, you're right, Letitia. They say apparently everything has already happened. And when he goes over there, he's like, look, Vegas is like, we're in the middle of a crisis already. I need Orlando here with me because we got a big problem with Junior. So we still got that problem that's going on, but this is definitely after that, all of that stuff has already taken place. So I don't know. We gonna keep the Ruby storyline just for Lexi only, y'all. I don't see it, but we gonna see. But if she right, y'all, we gonna have to throw a party or something. We gonna throw you a party, but we got you. All right, y'all. Let's talk about Big Shirley's plot line. So Big Shirley doesn't want Marquise to stay around, right? After this, let's back up for a second. So as far as Big Shirley is concerned, we learned a lot of things about Big Shirley, right? We learned that she has this family land out in New Orleans somewhere. They own this club. and it's been in their family for years and years and years, which only had me asking myself so many other questions. And I think they answered them maybe, but I mean, I read this a few weeks ago, so maybe one of you can remind me. Do they explain why Big Shirley never had access to this land and stuff before? Because we know her backstory, and if this family business has been in their family all these years, you see what I'm saying? Like, why?
I had the same question. I don't think they addressed it. I don't recall it. But it was one of the things I thought of too. Like, then why were you on the streets in a brothel for all these years if your family had a whole business? Like, what are you doing? They said like 100 years. So if that was the case, I mean, did they lose it somehow and get it back? I mean, was somebody else overseeing it and she was outcast? I mean, I don't know. I'm not sure about that.
I don't know. Lex, do you remember them saying anything about it?
They didn't, and I'm happy you brought up that key point because it didn't make sense when they talk about the Midnight Blues, the club. They talk about the Prestige. It was opened. They said it was opened shortly after the end of slavery. So I was doing the math, y'all. 'Cause slavery ended in what, 1865, something like that. So they said over 100 years. I'm like, it should be more like 200-300 years, but I ain't gonna say nothing because they said shortly. But maybe we back in. I was trying, y'all. I was trying. But I say all of that to say it did not make sense because when I initially listened to this, you know how you like to try to think you gonna figure it out in the beginning. In the beginning, I was like, "Oh, this is a plot set up by Todd with the BS for us." When it was talking about how Pierre accidentally maybe could have shot himself in the back of the head, we all know what happened. But I was like, maybe they're trying to get the club from them. But then when as the story progressed with like Shirley couldn't even get the property at first, I was like, I'm lost. And I just wish they would have cleaned that part up a little bit more.
Yeah, and like I said, maybe I missed it. I don't feel like if all of us are saying that we missed it, then maybe we didn't miss it. Maybe it just wasn't made clear. But I'm gonna have to run it back anyway, because I like to listen to these a couple of times. But I might actually go back and read this one if I have some time to actually sit and read. But yeah, I thought that part right there was the biggest thing to me. I really wanted to know, why was we out here in these woe streets? Why was we out here woeing around? What in the world? So anywho, y'all, let's bring back up the thing because we got to go to some more characters, y'all. And I'm gonna try my hardest. I'm not gonna go into detail about some of the other things that are gonna happen, but we are gonna, as we talk about each character. We still not free. Oh,
You didn't talk about Floyd.
So funny. Oh yeah. We're gonna go to Floyd. I couldn't remember which three I had, so I had to bring it back up. Okay, so Floyd was the next one. Okay, so Floyd. So Floyd is actually is gonna be a new character to a lot of people. I feel like people should know that. Well, they may not. I guess all of these characters new. Just not to us. To people who've read the books before, they're not new to us. But Floyd, however, I want to say, was Floyd in one of the books? Did he help her? Was he one of the ones who helped her out, or was that somebody else that helped her out in that one book?
No, Eric.
Oh, okay. Good. Okay. Because I was like, did I miss him? Okay. So anyway, y'all, Floyd is actually her brother, right? He's her brother. He helps her run things. He's kind of like the muscle is what we'll call him. But Floyd has a thing with another character by the name of Ernestine. She's like y'all know how New Orleans is. So just, yeah, what do you call them? She's like the help me out. What is she like the
witch? She the neighborhood witch.
Okay. There, thank you. Because I was like, can I call her a witch? I don't know what I can call her. I'm trying to figure out the right wording.
You can. I mean, but it just depends on who you're talking to, whether or not it's a negative connotation or not. But I mean, yeah, I mean, you can say witch, priestess,
Okay, yeah.
Spiritualist.
Yeah, all of that. That's exactly what Ernestine is. And y'all, I gotta show y'all the character that's gonna play Ernestine. Hold on, let me see if I can find her. No. There we go. Erica Hubbard is supposed to play Ernestine. I don't know if these people are gonna change or whatnot, but that's what they say is supposed to play her, which I find interesting that Erica Hubbard would be the person who plays Ernestine and would be his love interest. But anyway, y'all, so Floyd don't play no games, and he definitely got his sister back. I really think I'm gonna like the character Floyd. I loved him in the book, and honestly, I ain't gonna go that far, but I really did like this character in the book. I like him. I like his relationship with Marquise. I just like his overall character in general. What Candy talking about the chicken foot? Oh yeah, she's so silly.
What Miss
So
Candy said. I do agree. I feel like Floyd should have been older too. I do feel like Pooch Hall. I can understand it for the sexiness factor of the show, but I feel like you could have found you a real sexy like Rick Fox or something to play Floyd, and it'd have been the business on that. Cause like seeing Pooch Hall and how I imagine Floyd. I imagine somebody with the salt and pepper, but still fine and physique and, maybe a little buttery brown. I don't know. But I was like, oh, Puchal, okay. Like, so,
I, I I like that Pooch. I like that he's older. I mean, okay, he's in his age. He's gotten thicker. I like that I like his size. But I agree with you though, Lexi, because he in the book he's older than Big Shirley, and so to me that does not. The two of them don't translate to me that he's older. I don't think they're gonna make him look older or what, but we'll see.
I guess we shall see. I'm glad Pooch Hall on the TV screen again. Yeah, listen, I'm all for people working. I am. It'll be nice to see though. Maybe they're gonna make him look older. I don't know. Was he in the first episode or did they not bring him in the first episode?
He was. He looks really good. I mean, he looks like Thickum Putal. He looks good. I mean,
But did it make sense to you, or like did it not translate?
It did not. It did not appear that he was older than Big Shirley.
Well, he been wearing that chicken foot, so ain't no telling.
He looked good
Black
in
don't
that
crack.
chicken foot. He looked good in that chicken foot.
You know what they say, black don't crack. So I guess we'd have to go with that, but I don't know. We'll see though. We'll see. Okay, y'all. So I wondered because at first I didn't know who was gonna play Monique, because Monique is another character in the book who's like Shirley's right hand, and she's just so no nonsense is what I like about Monique, right? She's not necessarily like a favorite for me, but she definitely is a needed character. Like you just need her. You need a Monique. You know what I mean? And when I see this, after I've read the book, I see Yvette Brown being Monique. What do you think, Tisha? Was she in the first season? I mean, was she in the first episode? And did you think that she fit the role?
She was in the first episode. To me, she did not appear cool, calm, and collected. She appeared more jittery to me, very because I wasn't even sure. I hadn't read the book when I saw it, so I didn't know who she was. After reading the book, I was like, "Oh, okay, she played Monique." We're just gonna have to see how this one translates, how it goes, because I envisioned her based on the book, someone that was kind of like, I wish I could think of a character right now that's that she's stoic and unemotional, and that is not how she was in the.
Oh, okay. So we're gonna see a little bit of a difference in this as far as how the Monique character is kind of portrayed. Okay, that's what's up. Lexi, what did you think of the Monique character?
Right, I agree with Miss Letitia. I'm looking at Miss Yvette, and I'm like, ooh, thank you for your services in a kind of way. Because even though Monique came across still, like, as you say, like I felt older for her age. Like she comes across as an old soul in the book. That's how I saw Miss Monique. But when we are first introduced to her and how Shirley is super protective of her, I was like, okay, that's kind of like a mother daughterish kind of thing. So seeing Yvette, I feel like I'm trying to think of who could have played a really good Monique. You know what? That chick, and I hate that they put her in that Lifetime Aaliyah movie because Alexandria Ship, she'd have played a good Monique in this. She probably would have pulled. She'd carried it out because she's so sleepy as Leah that she'd have been perfect in this role, and she'd had the Creole look, the I belong down south in Louisiana. That's how I think.
Well, I want to say that Monique, ain't she from like somewhere else, y'all? Like I can't remember where she from, but because she don't like none of that stuff they do down, she don't like none of that New Orleans stuff. But I forgot where
Hold on,
she's
hold on, hold
from.
on. Baby, she's from Cleveland, okay? Shout out to
Cleveland,
Ohio.
that's where she's from.
Shout out to Ohio because Yvette is from Cleveland for real. So I wonder if if they use that as her backstory or whatever. So shout out to Ohio, Northeast
Ooh.
Ohio.
Okay. I like that. I like listen, I love that. Like that is dope. Okay. Now, y'all, this one right here, Saint's cousin, right? This one shocked me, right? When I saw who was going to be playing the character, and then just the cousin in general. So in the book, Saint's cousin is played by Kendall. Now we'll get to like how we get to all of this later, but just the fact that this is the young lady who played in, or this is the I can't get my stuff together. This is the person who played in Empire. Remember, it was what's his name? What's his name? What's our youngest son name? Hakeem. It was Hakeem's one of his friends. They were always with him all the time. And when I saw the picture, I said, that's Hakeem's friend. So I think this is going to be interesting. Do you think that this is a good pick for the character Kendall? Because Kendall is cold. Kendall ain't playing no games out here in these streets with nobody. I like Kendall. I mean, I don't want to cross Kendall, but Kendall ain't playing no games. What you think, Lizzie?
I'm not sure because Kendall's a trans man, so I'm not really sure how they're going to dress her up to be him. So, and I'm not familiar with this actress either, so I'm not really sure. I didn't watch the rest of Empire, just the beginning parts. So I'm looking forward to it because I'm all for the inclusiveness of it. And I love how Jean was so very accepting of his family
I
member.
love that. Lexi. What's your thoughts on Kendall, the character Kendall?
I thought I unmuted myself. I'm sorry. I said I thought the same thing about Kendall. From the very start with Kendall shows you they about that life and they about family overall. From the very start, like there is no ifs, ands, or buts, and Kendall ready for that action. Kendall ready to get their hands dirty. I love Kendall. I am like you. I want to see how Asmarie handles this role. Now that's what I want to see because I could see some other people play it. Even what's her name? Because she does go by her. It's in Angelica. She was the one who played in Pose, the real Banji one, dark skin. She'd played this role to the tilt too.
Okay, we're just gonna put you on the casting team. Bump that.
Hey,
We got to get you a job.
the fact that we could have got Rick Fox as a daddy in this, who?
Got to just get you a whole job out here in these family business streets. Okay, that's what's up. Now, one of the biggest ones that I was really excited about is the actual op in this. Like the op is Jean-Claude LeBlanc. You know what I'm saying? Like I mean, and he's going to be played by David Banner in the actual television show. But just this character in general, like you wanted to, like on one hand, this is how I felt. It's like you couldn't help but like him, but dislike him at the same time. And maybe it's because we don't have a connection to these Duncans to the point where we're like ride or die for them just yet. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know. But I really was liking Pierre. I mean, not Pierre. I was really liking Jean. Really was. Letitia, what are your thoughts on it?
Baby, he is ruthless. Do you understand? And David Banner is the perfect Jean. Perfect. And he looked dang on good. I'm trying not to cuss. Dang on good in this white suit that he was wearing.
Oh, so they showed a white party. Okay.
I don't know if it was a white. No, he was at home, I think. But
Oh, okay. He's just wearing a suit. Okay. I'm here for it. I can see him looking good in a suit, though. I ain't mad at it at
But
all.
he is dangerous. He is ruthless.
Yeah, I could tell from just half the stuff that he did in the book. I'm like, oh my God. Lexi, Joan, what are your thoughts on Joan?
And I always want to say Jean Pierre because that's literally how it is in French style. But Jean, I was rocking with Jean. I ain't even gonna lie. I was on the dark side, right? He a family man. He got a little girl who has ballet recital, right? He forgot the flowers. So what did he do? Give her a stack for her and her friends. Like I was like Teen Jean. I ain't even gonna front it. I was like, how do I get part of Crescent Boys? You know, I could be a Crescent girl. I could like, I liked him. I understood his method and I understood his ways. Because even when we were introduced to that darker side of him, he did give Red a chance. Red just chose wrong. And then we saw that other side. So I don't know. I'm with y'all. I was not feeling these Duncans, and maybe that's why. You know, maybe I wasn't like, let's pull the blicky out for Chippy in her honor. I have a theory on why Miss Shirley feel the way she do about Chippy, because I feel like everybody wanted a piece of LC because they knew he was the number one honcho, whether he was firstborn or not. That's how I'm feeling. And they're like, how did Chippy get chose? I was trying to get chose, but I'll digress and I'll just say I'm rocking with Jean LeBlanc, and I cannot wait to see David Banner handle that role.
You so silly, girl. Now you know they told us exactly why she couldn't stand Chippy and LC.
It was
Lacey,
allowed.
I like you because I like you because you with the theories and just I love it. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Let's bring in some more drama. Forget this. I love it. But you know, who knows? Who knows? Because I mean, I really felt like Big Shirley was more into Ludo, if anything. If she wanted a love connection, she was more into Lou at first. Remember? Plus, I thought she ended up with the brother, with Levi. You think that was
because he was simple.
I knew you were gonna say that.
I'm sorry, he was special and he needed loving too. And when she couldn't get what she want, she was like, I can still get the bloodline, kind of like Donna, right? I just feel like back in the day, they was like, ooh, that LC gonna be somebody. He gonna be something. And then they were like, why you going for her? Or why you going for the one with the big bushy hair? Like, I just feel they say what they say, but there's always an undertone. Because if you always gonna feel away, you gonna feel away for life, especially as a female. It come down to your emotions over anything. And I just feel like, ugh, I don't know.
Okay, y'all. So it's okay. Like, I mean, hey, I get it, and we don't know exactly where this is gonna go. So, but let's talk a little bit about Marie LeBlanc, because Marie LeBlanc got my boy out here open wide, and I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Like, I really don't like it. And once we kind of get into those chapters, we'll dig a little bit deeper into it. But she's the wife of Jean, right? And by all accounts, she pretty much has everything, you know, a wife could want, except for his attention. I won't say his love because he does love her, but he is all over the place and he's somewhere else right now. And you know how some people can, so I feel like people see love differently. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like everybody has their idea of what love is, and maybe John Jones, you know what I'm saying, I want to call him Gene in a little bit, but I want to call him by Jean. But anyway, maybe his idea of it is more along the lines of, you know, I give you everything that you need, you're well taken care of, you know what I'm saying, and I don't cheat on you. So that's my way of showing love. And he doesn't see that she's yearning for this attention. But he makes a good point when he says that I'm the same man I always been. What were your thoughts about the character Marie and just kind of her whole storyline? What are your thoughts about her? Do you like her, dislike her? Or you think you know, Letitia, sorry, and then Lex.
I don't care that much about her, honestly. This storyline sounded very much like what Judge Mathis is going through right now. But I'm not saying I'm not feeling Marie. I just don't care that much about this particular character. I do think she's getting our boy caught up. And this is why I was saying these Duncan men, I'm not feeling them right now. They doing too much. They got wayward pieces. They have a penchant for married women. They're just doing too much. So I'm not feeling them right now. So I don't care that much about her, although I do feel like it is always a sad thing when a wife feels neglected. But I'm just like, the same advice I would have for, because people like Judge Mathis, he's saying he's a cautionary tale. He needs to make time for his wife. But I feel like she's a cautionary tale too. Find something else to do. Are you really going to walk away from $25 million? This man is rich. And not only are they rich, now we're back to Jean. Not only are they rich, her name is tied up into all of his stuff. Girl, go find something else to do. Okay, in all fairness, maybe that's what she did. My bad. But I mean, something else. Go find something else. Go find a hobby, a charity, a philanthropy, something else to do. So you don't have to work. He busy? Okay, then you go get busy. But not with someone else.
I mean, but no, it really is true. Like, I don't get the whole point of having to go. I get why I won't say this because I don't want to sound like that person who don't understand how another person can end up doing something like that. You know what I'm saying? But you're right though. She do need to find something else to do because the sad fact is that you know who your husband is, you know how he is. So why would you bring another person into that, let alone our boy? You know what I'm saying? Like, why in the hell is you bringing our boy Curtis in this? Just let Curtis be. You know, anybody else, I don't care about all these other folks, but leave him be. And now we got to bring him into this.
Nah, EJ, now you got to keep the same energy though, because same thing. He is a grown person. He is making the decision. He knows doggone well that woman is married and he's doing the most. So you can't put that on him. You can't say Big Shirley. You can't blame them forever and then say, I'm going to blame Marie for Curtis's behavior. No, ma'am.
I ain't gonna blame her for his behavior. I'm just saying he don't know Joan. She knows Joan. That's all I'm saying. Is that she know better. But you know, Curtis, listen, yeah, I got a soft spot for Curtis. But I am gonna give him the business though. But I do got a soft spot. So I don't know. I just need this woman to leave him alone. Lexi, because I know you got a mouthful.
First of all, we're going to recast her. It should have been Jill Marie Jones. If y'all don't remember,
good
Jill
one.
Pulled this one from the inception.
That's a good one.
She'd have been all of Marie LeBlanc. We'd have been like, Curtis didn't have a chance. We get it. Like woo, because she'd have rocked every little nook and cranny. That is Jill Marie Jones. So I hate that they didn't cast her or even think about her probably. In the beginning, I understood her like, hey, when our daughter was looking for you, when our daughter needed that reassurance, because we meet Marie at the baby's recital. I mean, she ain't a baby, but the little girl's recital. I understood what she was saying when she was like, hey, sometimes you need to put that to the side. Let's focus on our daughter. Uh, but I got what he was saying. Like, you like the furs, you like the jewels, you like everything about it. But when she said in the very beginning, when she said, "I thought you would kind of grow out of it," or something to that point, I was like, she loved that lifestyle back then. When she was, hot to trot, she was like, "Ooh, I pulled me a bad boy, I pulled me a kingpin, I pulled me whatever." But she wanted the progression. Like, it's still okay to have your businesses, but it's time to come home. I want to see you home every night. Um, with the Curtis thing, Curtis is a munch. He a munch. He look like he got mama and daddy issues in this book. So he for the streets. The Duncans, they like to lay it low and spread it wide, as they say down south. So I'm with everybody. I'm just gonna keep reiterating. I'm team everybody else but the Duncans in this book. And that's sad to say.
Dang, that is that listen, I didn't say all that, but dang, that's a strong one. Okay, Lex, I ain't mad at you though. I ain't gonna lie though. Me and I'm probably gonna be rooting for Joe just a little bit, but not like for him to win. Just especially now that they done brought the other Duncans in, because I like Lauren, I like Curtis. I like Nene sometimes, every now and again. It depends on what day you ask me about Nene. I ain't even gonna lie to you, because I had a lot of smoke for her at some point in time. She was a little extra, so it just depends on what day you ask me. But we got some other characters. Listen, I like Prince. Prince. Why do I like this Prince character, y'all? I'm gonna be torn when I am so torn with the Prince character. Like, I literally want to like him so badly, and I want this love story for Lauren, but at the same time, it's not gonna be good, y'all. Letitia, thoughts?
No, it's not gonna be good, but we love a complicated story. I do like them together. They seem like they're gonna be really nice, but it's gonna come down. What is it? It's gonna come down to the battle of the families. That's just a no. It's not gonna work.
Yeah, I don't think so either. Lexi, what's your thoughts on Prince?
I'm sad that now this one they got it right. Like Quincy, he can kind of sort of maybe act. I've been watching him in Power and other shows, and I can't help but hear night and day every time I see his face because of who his real life daddy is. And I kind of feel like they should play that in the background when they introduce him on the show. I can see Lauren, dropping the draws. I can see Lauren, he's my first. It's my first. You know what, Lauren, if you're gonna lose the B card, good choice. Good choices. All good choices. Who knows? They might unite the families. We don't know. We don't know where this is going. Other than that, for the streets, we got should be called For the Streets, the male edition, because we a whole bunch of people for the streets.
You just gonna put everybody for the streets, girl.
Every man.
You gonna put them all out there. Well, listen. At the end of the day, these is men, folks. So we have Saint. Hold on. We come back.
Oh Lord.
I know, girl. When I saw that, I said, "Oh my goodness!" I said, "So they actually gonna bring that character in?" I was kind of hoping that we might leave that storyline where it was, but then I was like, "Okay, so we doing this, huh?" I said, "This is gonna be crazy." I think the fans are gonna love this. To be honest, like, I really think that people are gonna eat that storyline up once they build a rapport with the Shirley character. But they gotta have to build a rapport with her. I'm telling you, something about these Duncans feel different than our beloved Duncans, y'all. Like, I don't know what it is. It's just like something about these Duncans. They gonna have to do a lot of work to make us really, really rock with them.
I was noticing Marquise is very much like Orlando to me. I'm like, come on. And even Curtis going down. I'm like, y'all went down there to help the family. And all y'all doing is making things worse for Big Shirley. So I'm feeling sorry for her right now. I'm feeling like, dang, like all she wanted to do was keep her business. And y'all down here mucking it up. I don't understand what y'all doing. You just all over the place. But I would tell you, when we get to that part, oh, I'm triggered by that storyline, the Gabriel one.
Yeah, that storyline is a lot. That storyline is a whole lot, and it's going to be interesting once we actually, because I think that one is a little bit further down. But just oh my God, it was just too much. Thoughts on Saint? I'm sorry, yeah, on Saint's character.
He fine. Sheesh.
He is fine. He fine though, for real. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Might have to fool around and like Saint for a little while.
Oh Lord.
Till he get out of pocket.
I agree with Miss Candy in the chat. This dude ain't giving me Saint energy, but that's right. I've already recast him in my head. Woody from Power, Woody from Bobby Brown, in New Edition. He played the mess out of Saint. Hey, he got all the Saint-like qualities. Like, ooh, we've seen him be Thugalicious right now on Power on Saturdays. EJ does a whole live panel on it. Y'all get into it. But no, seriously, I agree with Miss Candy. He did not match and maybe he gonna be something different, but he don't match the energy for me. He just doesn't.
You're so funny. She done redid the whole cast, Tisha. The whole cast. Now she done brought Woody's self up in here. Listen, I cannot unsee him as Kane right now. So unfortunately, he does not work for me on the family business. Not right now. Maybe in the future, but right now all I see is Kane, and I do not want to see no more stupidity. Okay, we do not need stupidity over here. Saint needs to be
now. You saw how he put in. Now, Miss EJ, you saw how Kane just put in work on Miss Noma. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. He matching energies. He's matching energies.
I don't know about that. I kind of like this guy. I don't know. I like the way he looks, so maybe I'm just like maybe I'm caught up in that. So
I didn't know this is what Saint was going to look like. This is not what I pictured Saint looking like. I expected for him to be a bit more gruff looking, and not necessarily fine, but maybe somebody that was roughneck, fine, I guess. But I didn't expect to see him. This is gonna make me like him even more. But I'm gonna need him to be convincing in his storyline because he got a nice he has a nice smile, which I'm kind of like we probably don't even see his character smile. So I'm gonna need to see something from him. But I'm gonna rest on the fact that Carl Weber know what he's doing. So we're gonna see.
That part. Okay. So there's gonna be another character by the name of Jace. And honestly, I didn't put that much thought into Jace. I won't even lie to y'all. I mean, I know who he was, but I ain't put that much thought into what he would look like, what he would be doing, none of that stuff. But I mean, when I saw who it was gonna be, I was like, well, he's a little eye candy to look at. So, I roll with that. But I honestly wasn't like he's probably one of the one characters that I was like, okay. And that's all I had for it.
So
did anybody else have any? Go ahead.
What if we switch the two actors? What if Derek was Saint? Because everybody's saying, to me, Saint, he was a buildable. Like you could build upon his looks. So what if that Derek guy was Saint and then the pretty boy was Jace?
Okay, I can live with that. I can go for that. I mean, you the casting director at this point, so I mean, whatever you say. Because you just done redid the whole cast at this point. So I'll roll with it. Y'all, there's going to be a character in the book by the name of Gabriel. And without giving away like exactly what Gabriel had going on, because we'll talk about that later, what are y'all thoughts on the character though? And do you think Orlando would be the person to play this character? I was about to call him Creep, but to play this character. Lexi, you start, and then Letitia.
Choices. Choices. Choices on character, choices on the actor. Beautiful gowns. That's all I got because we didn't have a better picture of Orlando. No, okay.
No, that's just the one that they popped up. I just went with it. Until they
Choices.
actually do the photos for when they're actually in character. I just had to go with whatever I could find, and this is the one that they had on the little thing. So I was like, we gonna use this one.
Choices.
So silly. Okay, so that is a hard no for her. She does not like Orlando as this character at all. So that's what we're gonna go with that. Tisha, what are your thoughts about the character Gabriel and who's gonna be playing him in the television show?
I was just saying last week, oh, I can't wait to see who Orlando Brown is playing, right? I mean, this is Orlando Brown, right? No, this ain't Orlando Brown. What's this?
I don't know his last name, Orlando something.
But I'm trying not to mix
Orlando
him up.
Jones.
Thank you, Orlando Jones. Yes, Orlando Brown is Ravens Orlando. But anyway, I was like, I wonder who's gonna play, what part he's gonna play, because I love him as an actor, and I feel like he nails um every role he has, and I think he's gonna nail this one. And I am highly creeped out about it, and I'm highly triggered by the storyline. Seriously, I think it's gonna be a perfect match, and I'm afraid for it. Period.
I know this is going to be an interesting storyline, and I was saying earlier when I was on live earlier, I was saying that this show is going to have like a ton of storylines, just like the other one, right? It's going to have 11 storylines, and it's going to be so much to follow. But this is a bona fide side story. The character Gabriel that ties into a main story, kind of. You know what I'm saying? Like, kind of puts himself into the main story, but it's definitely a bona fide side story and very interesting and yes, very triggering. But besides all of that, child, there are going to be a couple of love interests in the show. We have Curtis and Marie. That's going to be I'm going to call it a situationship because I don't know if we really going to call it a love story, but it's definitely a situationship, right? We have those two. We have Lauren and Prince. We have Marquise and Antoinette, which I could not find anything on her as far as her being in the TV show. I couldn't find her character if she was there. So I don't know how that's going to play out, if she's going to be in, you know what I mean? I don't know. We have Ernestine and Floyd. We have Sheriff Clay and Ronald Sims. Why does Ronald Sims keep making his way to every single show, y'all? He everywhere. He just everywhere. And then we have Joan and Marie. So Marie clearly is crossing some boundaries here. She crossing lines. But we have all of these different love interests and all of these different storylines that are kind of going to be coming together. And I'm excited to dive like way, way deeper into the book and really just tackle all of these chapters. But I really wanted to give everybody a look into who is going to be playing the characters on the television show, so that you can kind of put a face with it as we kind of talk about these characters and go a little bit more in depth about the book. And yeah, so I mean, that's kind of what the point of today's live will be. We'll have another live where we'll talk about chapters 1 through 10. So if you have not gotten the book yet, make sure that you guys go and get the book. What is it, Lexi? Is it 30 days free? Lexi, you're on mute.
Off, but I'm sorry about that. Let me start all over again. As Miss EJ said, it is a 30-day trial, guys. So you could definitely finish this book in 48 hours if you're taking it slow. While you out driving, doing whatever you do, y'all know Monday is around the corner. You could probably listen to it by Monday and be up to speed. But it's a free trial. I did look into it before I sent it to you, Miss EJ. Even though it's a free trial, it still shows as a sold unit for Carl. So we love Carl Weber. You'll be helping him out.
Hey, that's what's up, y'all. So definitely, y'all, make sure that you go and grab the book. So that way y'all can come and hang out with us. We're going to be doing this whole book club thing, see how it works out. Hopefully, we'll get some more people to join in when we get ready to talk about chapters 1 through 10. And the idea of it is supposed to be this big group discussion so that we can get a bunch of different perspectives on, because I mean, everybody's perspective is going to be different. You already see, just us three, our perspectives are different. Because y'all see Lexi always out there, always, always, always. And that's my girl. And that's what I love about it. But I feel like her and Tika gonna be on the same, they gonna be on the same wavelength when it comes to these characters. I know that for a fact. They gonna be like the two that be like, yep, I know it. I feel it right now in my spirit. We gonna see though. But I just want everybody to grab the book. Make sure, even if you do the free one, like Lex said, it still is gonna count towards sales for Carl. So, and that's the most important thing. We want to make sure that we're showing love and we're showing support, to people who bring us good content. And, y'all know me, I'm always going to be supporting my people. So that is just a huge thing to me. So anyway, y'all, in the chat, if you've already read the book before, let us know if you've read the book and who your favorite character is thus far. Meanwhile, y'all, we got some regular characters coming right back into the show. We got Larry, who's going to show up, Holly, Dennis, Kenny, Curtis, Nene, but they're also going to bring along Rob. It's not Rob. DJ. Mm-hmm. DJ. They're going to also bring along DJ as well. So we're going to have a lot of familiar faces that are also going to pop up. So that makes me super excited for that. That makes me super excited for that, y'all. Oh yeah, I forgot all about that. That makes me super excited for that. And earlier today, y'all, I was actually on live with the Ben Stevens, and I actually got a chance to meet Javicia as well. So that was really, really dope. That was really, really fun. Make sure y'all are signed up to the IG account. Make sure that y'all are following and all that good stuff. And make sure y'all following all the cast as well. Show y'all love, show y'all support for them. They do a really good job and they're really, really kind and sweet. So definitely do that. I'll make sure that I drop the link for the Amazon so that y'all can go get the book. And then if you want to be a part of the book club, just let me know. I am so excited for this whole book club situation. I think it's going to be great, y'all. What do y'all think?
Definitely. I just want to get into the little tidbits even right now. I do have a bit of trivia for you because, I always do.
Yes, I love your trivia. Go ahead.
So we never are going to get rid of Sims. He's now the mayor. Remember, I think it was in the Black Hamptons, he told Uncle Moses, hey, you better get in where you fit in if you want me to do this for you, because I'm making my way down in New Orleans to where now he is the mayor. And another one we can't get rid of, Billy Bob. So he's coming around here to New Orleans. And then we have another character tie-in. Should we go there or should we just wait for the chapter?
Which one?
Sebastian, girl.
Sebastian. Yes. But I wonder if they're going to bring that to the TV. If they bring that to the TV show, that will be so dope. That would be like the perfect play, because unfortunately people like that little old guy. They like Sebastian self.
I love him. He's one of my favorite characters. He really is.
Oh my goodness. People love Sebastian, but I forgot about him. Yeah, y'all. Sebastian is in the book as well. I can't wait till we get to that part so we can talk a little bit about what he's going to be doing and some of these plots. Because when I tell you that there's so much going on, it's a lot going on all different. Everybody got something going on. It's a lot of different stories going on. So it's just going to be a whole lot more to talk about, y'all. So y'all already know we definitely going to be continuing to talk about the family business. Letitia, have you started posting content yet?
So I have not. I've had to get some things off my plate first. So I'm going to start this 5th season from the beginning. So I'm just going to start from season 5 and go there. And then hopefully by the time I'm done, we'll get right into New Orleans.
No. Mm-hmm. Okay. Lexi, are you back on the YouTube, or are you still chilling right now?
As soon as I stop traveling, I will definitely be back on the U of the tubes. I travel every 2 weeks now for work, so but Miss EJ, I have something for you that I got a question. When are we gonna get not Miss Valerie, but when are we gonna get Quincy? What is he? Quincy. What's Quincy's last name? Because he ain't in Combs. Well, Quincy Combs, I guess. Quincy.
Brown.
I'll be sure. So we
Brown.
need to get him here. Quincy Brown.
Listen, listen, I'm just jumping out into this world of trying to get interviews and stuff like that. So, we'll see. Like I said, the cast has been really dope. They've been really amazing. They've shown love. So, we'll see what we can do. We'll get who we can and, talk to who we can talk to. But, it's we'll see what happens. I can't even tell you that one, but we'll see. We gonna keep working on it. That's
And
all we're
also,
gonna do. Go ahead.
perfect. And also, Miss Letitia, since you like trivia, we met Red briefly. What was he? Red was like 2 pages total, but we met Red. Did he not kind of remind you of Detroit Red? And do you think that's going to tie in later?
I don't know if it'll tie in later with New Orleans because Detroit Red is already tied into the Black Hamptons. So
Yep.
Detroit Red is fraternity brothers with Christopher Johnson, who's the lawyer that Uncle LC is talking to right now. He is also the nephew of the judge that was overseeing Uncle Moses' case. Again, in the Black Hamptons. So I don't think Detroit Red will make. I mean, who knows? I don't know. Sebastian was down there, so who knows? Anything could happen, I think, in this universe. I really do.
Okay. I mean,
I just feel like because he was.
Go ahead. You muted. Go ahead.
I am so sorry. I was just saying, I just felt like with Detroit Red, when they describe Red, and even though he was like, red bone, he was rocking all red. And I was like, ooh, is he tied to Detroit Red? Is that like a family signature kind of thing? And if so, is Detroit Red gonna be like, what happened to my fam bam?
I don't know. I mean, honestly, I don't really need Detroit Red down here. I mean, we got a crisis going on up at with the other family, and we need him because he is a part of the table. We need him handling business down there. Sebastian is free for all right now. He got kicked out the table, so he got to do what he got to do. But Detroit needs to be up there trying to handle business and show us his loyalty. That's what he needs to be trying to do. He do not need to be down here in NOLA at all. That's just my 2 bits. That's my thought. I don't want him.
I don't know, but somebody's family, Red's family member could come out of nowhere. I don't remember if we knew what his last name was. We just know he owned that club, but who knows?
I don't think they told us I don't remember if they did say it like that. T said that Carl said that there will be a grand opening 3 book. I'll be here for a grand opening 3 book. I feel like there's just so much unsaid things. Like there just feels like there's so much that you can do with this story. Like you could really just do so much with this story. And when I tell you that, I mean, Carl really has a banger with this one. I just feel like there's so much in between. Because think about it, when we meet this family, when do we meet this family? LC is old, ain't doing no dirt on his own anymore. You know what I'm saying? His kids are grown, like everybody's adults. There's like all this time in between that we don't know anything about. So I'm here for grand opening 3. So, that is what it is. But anyway, y'all, we're about to get up out of here. We just wanted to do an intro to the characters, talk about the characters, kind of introduce the book club and let you guys know what we're going to be doing. And once again, if you want to be a part of the book club, just send me a message on Instagram and I'll add you to the book club chat because we have a book club chat. I just officially started my Discord, y'all. Like I've had it for a while, but I have not actually done anything with it. So I'll drop the link to the Discord on the community page, and I would love for everybody to join the Discord so that we can just talk, kind of offline about different television shows. We always gonna talk about the family business, but we watch a lot of TV out here, so we can talk about different television shows. And I believe this is the way that I'm gonna be able to bring in the live calls because the other way, just wasn't working for me. So we're going to try the Discord way. So make sure to join the Discord. I will drop the link to that one on the community page. And other than that, did you ladies have any final thoughts on the book or anything that you need to say? Anything you got going on or anything like that?
No, thank you so much for the opportunity. I'm so excited. I love talking about this, and I can't wait for us to get some more people involved to hear what everybody else's theories and things are. I'm excited to be here.
Okay, that's what's up. Lexi?
I agree with Miss Letitia first and foremost. EJ, thank you for doing this. Thank you for bringing out the inner nerd and letting everybody else be inner nerds and be able to read or do audible books. I'm excited because y'all know, like, not just casting, I would have rewrote some pages already. I'm just gonna put it out there. We talked about the title and we ain't even got to the chapters yet because chapter 1, 3, and 5 is the same people, and chapter 2 and 7. But I digress. I cannot wait to see how everybody feels about this book and feels about the characters and whether they agree with us about the Duncan men. And I just want to see what goes on.
Okay, I can't wait to see what you and Tika gonna have to say to each other. I don't know, whatever it is, I just feel like it's gonna be interesting, and I'm here for it. Very much here for it. But again, thank you, ladies, for coming through. Once again, anybody who wants to join the book club, just go ahead and shoot me a message and I will get you added to the chat. And then do not forget to join the Discord, guys. And of course, we'll be dropping more content. I'm going to be dropping some videos on the family business here coming up soon. We got to do early predictions for season 6, even though we don't know when we going to get it, but we still got to do those early predictions and what's next and stuff like that. So we'll get all of those videos out. If you're watching Power, then of course, y'all know we're going to be covering Power. Reasonable Doubt, we're covering Reasonable Doubt, the ladies and I, so make sure to tune in for that. We have movie night this week. We're going to be talking about Deliverance on Thursday, so definitely check that out. And then what else do we have? We might be doing Fight Night. I'm not really sure, but possibly. I still got to go watch it, so we'll see. Just keep your notifications turned on. Y'all know how I do. And anyway, y'all, we will talk to you guys later. Peace.